be discussing conformity and various perspectives surrounding it. According to the American Psychological Association's glossary of psychological terms, conformity is the predisposition of an individual to assume similar beliefs, attitudes, and behaviors as other members of the group he or she is trying to fit into. Studies like Ash Line Judgment Experiment in 1955 have shown that many people will go along with the group response even when the evidence of what they see with their own eyes are telling them something different. While conformity focuses on changing to fit into a group, obedience has more to do with the level of authority of the person doing the influencing. If they are perceived to be in charge or are seen as an authoritarian type of individuals are more likely to respond to him or her by complying with the requests they make. According to McLeod in 2007, obedience occurs when someone acts in a way he or she may not normally act as a result of someone in a position of authority ordering them to do so. This being the case, conformity is more directly related to social pressure and influence, while obedience not only contains a hierarchy or power element not necessary for conformity, but also is caused more by a reaction of someone in a position of authority than social influences. The Holocaust is one of the first things that come to mind when discussing the topic of group influence. While Adolf Hitler is the most well-known villain, Adolf Eichmann was responsible for developing and implementing the plan for the best way to collect, transport, and slaughter those who were to die. While on trial for his crimes, he stated that he was following orders. He was tested and found to be sane. He seemed like a normal guy with a normal family and a normal life, and yet he was responsible for the death of millions of innocent people. Following the end of the war, psychologists decided to study German behavior to see what was different about them that could and would allow them to carry out the orders they were given. It soon became evident that it was not just a German behavioral trait, but a human one. Identification is the middle level of conformity. Here, a person changes their public behavior and their private beliefs, but only while they are in the presence of the group. This is usually a short-term change and normally the result of normative social influence. For example, a person may decide to become a vegetarian because all of his new flatmates are vegetarian. However, whenever he walks past a McDonald's, he can't resist a Big Mac. And when he is away from his flatmates, he still eats meat. Identification takes place. We are surrounded by a particular group. We change our private beliefs while in the presence of the group and not permanent. Internalization is the deepest level of conformity. Here a person changes their public behavior and their private beliefs. This is usually a long-term change and often the result of informational social influence, ISI. For example, If an individual is influenced by a group of Buddhists and converts to this faith, then their new religious way of life will continue without the presence of the group, and they have internalized this belief. That's it in this video.